Malenia is a Sekiro fight! Okay, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. So I wasn't sure about making this guide. Unlike Sekiro, where I've done no resurrection runs, I'm not the best at Dark Souls and Elden Ring. However, I do have some tips I think will make Malenia much easier for players. Newer players will have a better idea of what exactly needs to be done, and veteran players who are better at dodging than I am can put this strat to good use. Oh, and shout out to the boss resurrection mod that made this possible that I could practice on Malenia. And it starts off with what I said before. Malenia is a Sekiro fight. But what is a Sekiro fight? I mean, most people play the game wrong anyways. Sekiro is turn-based combat. I attack until the enemy either stops me through a parry, or they do a spam punish, in which I have to stop myself from attacking and defend. Offense is my best defense. I am not 100% safe thanks to the spam punish, but by attacking I limit the moves I am at risk of. But at some point in time, whether it be the parry or the spam punish, my turn ends, and it's my opponent's turn. When it's their turn, my duty is not just to wait for them to finish, but to stop them. Okay, so how do we apply this to Malenia? Side note, I will not be covering Waterfowl. For one, there are already plenty of videos covering Waterfowl out there. Hell, I'm pretty sure someone's ancestor has risen from their grave just so they could make a video on how to deal with the Waterfowl dance. For another, I'm not good at Waterfowl. It's the one move that ends me every time. I either use frozen pots or I tank through it. Dare I say that Waterfowl is the only part in this fight that still gives me conniptions. Alright, let's begin. These neutral moments are actually the most dangerous, as you both try to figure out whose turn it is. You want to take your turn since that's the safest, but if you both try to go for it, you might trade and she'll always get the better deal in that bargain. But let's say you do manage to take your turn. In this state, I am safest. I'm not 100% safe, there are moves I need to look out for, but this is where I want to be. I want it to be my turn. I'm fighting her to take my turn. Okay, spam punishes. She has a few, though a spam punish might not be the best descriptor for it. In Sekiro, your attacks come out fast and you can even cancel out of an early attacking animation, so you can get one whiff then react to a spam punish. In Elden Ring, your attacks are slower and you're locked into your attack. So every time you throw out your attack, carefully look at her reactions, cause you won't get a whiff. Let's cover the pseudo spam punish. She leaps to her left. What happens is she gains hyper armor when she leaps to her left, then loses hyper armor for a bit, then gains it back again for her attack. You want to time your attack so that you hit her while she has no hyper armor. If you do that, you can keep your turn. Another reason to pause is to reset the combo. The last hit in your combo has a longer windup, one that she can exploit. If you hit her when she gets back, not only do you lose your turn, you'll get hit for your troubles. She can leap to her right. When you see this, stop attacking and dodge. If you counterattack, you can keep your turn. If you don't feel comfortable, then let her have this. It's her turn now. Oh, actually, I'll cover her turn later. And of course, she can just jump back. What happens next depends. If she doesn't attack, it's neutral again. But if she goes for an attack, it's her turn. If it is neutral, use that opportunity to regen your stamina or health or items. She can also block your attack. This works like Sekiro's parry. It indicates that she has ended your turn. Okay, let's cover her turn now. During her turn, your job is not to weather the storm, but to find a way to cancel it.
Today we are canceling the apocalypse!
Many moves can be interrupted. Though not all of them. One of the moves that you can interrupt is the, I need a name for this.
Oh god. Yeah, wishy-washy. Fuck. Oh god. I can't mess up against her. Grazed her. Shit! The fucking wishy-washy! That fucking wishy-washy! Ah! Wishy-washy!
Wishy-washy, thank you, Joe. If you attack immediately, you can interrupt it. Hit the wishy-washy. Her wishy-washy attack? To avoid it, dodge forward and to the right. I'm on mouse and keyboard, so it is W and D. After that, counter-strike to interrupt and take your turn. Now there is a thing about distance, weapon length, and timing. I find that normal-sized swords have a chance of whiffing. Well, I've seen all weapons whiff, but normal-sized swords do it most often. It's why I like using the twin blades, as they have the highest success rate. But if you're not sure that you can land it, then dodge backwards to the right. That's S and D. Alright, Phase 2. To avoid Scarlet Aeonia, run behind her. Which means run forwards, run around her hitbox, which is still on the ground for some reason, and run behind her. If you have any ranged attacks, now is the time to use them. You know that kick she does in Phase 1? Now it's become another spam punish. Though the kick doesn't do much health damage, it does more stamina damage if you block it. She can summon phantoms. Dodge backwards twice for the first two, and forwards twice for the second two. Just walk forwards to avoid the fifth. Now the stab. I actually struggle dodging the stab, but it's possible. I just prefer to block it though. Something about this phase? Shri really likes to jump a lot. She's very aggressive in this phase. The first one, you got a lot of time to heal because she was content standing back. For this, if you survive her leap attacks, that's your healing window. If you don't need to heal, use it to take your turn, and slam her with something powerful. So there are the basics, but there is one more part to this. That is to use your entire kit. Jump attacks, heavy attacks, combat arts. Of course, use the appropriate ones. If your window is small, don't use a slow charge attack. Her upward slash into a slam is a nice large window. If she misses her grab, you can do a jump attack when you close distance. In fact, generally, you can do a jump attack when you close distance, period. Alright, let's put it together.
sorry. I finally met my man.